This tournament has been the best.
It's been a breath of fresh air.
Betway SA20, this is where millionaires are made.
Because of this, I'm sold into cricket.
The sport is just going to grow.
Best thing that's happened to South African cricket.
Good hit.
Terrific connection. Oh, yes! Bowled him. And again. Yes,
Sunrisers Eastern Cape win the second edition of the Betway SA20.
Welcome, welcome everybody. I'm sure that gets the juices flowing. It is the Betway SA20 auction and we're coming to you live from Cape Town. Yeah, you're wondering who it is because it's all a bit blurry there as you look at your screens. They're all here. They're all coming to make sure they sort their teams out. Kumar Sangakkara there, Alan Donald. Yeah, a whole lot of, look at this. Brian Habana is there in the crowd as well. So, yeah, looking forward to what's about to happen. And no doubt, they're the winners. There's Russell Domingo there in charge and hoping that they can do a three-peat. Will they? Won't they? That's the question. We won't get the answers today, but what we will get is who their squads are as they try to sort it all out in auction. Hopefully, there's a tussle. Couple of lovely gentlemen alongside me, Mark Boucher as well as Ashwell Prince. Gents, nice to see you. Boucher, how are you, first of all?
I'm good, thanks, Pom. Great to be here for the third edition of this event. I think it's been fantastic for cricket in our country, and then hopefully this one can do exactly the same.
What are you thinking right now? You thinking hopefully tomorrow we can get started, or the kind of montage of everything that's going on? What does it make you think of the tournament?
It's a fantastic build-up, Pommie, and I think just let it brew for a while. The auction today is going to be exciting. There's a lot of eyes. There'll be a lot of young eyes as well. The rookie section is always something where some of the schoolboys, some of the youngsters are watching their mates' names in the rookie section. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. And then the build up to the tournament in January.
You're more patient than I am. I really wanted to get started straight away. Let's get straight into squads and all that. Who's in, who's out, and about you kick us off. A look at the Super Giants here.
Yeah, the Super Giants. So they've got quite a few players out. Nick Sporen is one that they'll miss a lot. But the introduction of Kane Williamson, he'll be one to watch out. Chris Wokes as well.
Yeah, on to the next, and Ash, you go with this one. Joburg Super Kings and how they did, and who. Look at that, Tabraiz Shamsi coming from the Royals.
Yeah, that's a big move, Shamsi in at the Joburg Super Kings. And Devon Conway, is good to see him. Johnny Bairstow, so some big names, big overseas players choosing the Betway SA20 competition.
Yeah, some might say Devon Conway is coming back home, so to speak, because he played there. Of course, he did play in Durban as well. On to the next one. MI Cape Town, home now for you, right? No, actually, it's changed as well, isn't it? Yeah. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, MI Cape Town, they've got some big changes. A lot of internationals that have been released there as well. But then look at who's in. Ben Stokes, Omar Zai, Bolt. I mean, if you want to boost your squad, those are three names to boost them with.
Yeah, they don't come any bigger than Ben Stokes, I guess. And if he was in the auction rather than drafted already, there might be absolute chaos. On to the Royals. They've got a whole lot of cash to go. We'll get to that. But what are your thoughts on them as you see who's in and out?
Yeah, they've got a lot of cash available. Quite a few outs, Pommie, but only one player really that they can go big on because they got big budget and they need one or two more players so they can really afford to go hard at the player that they want. Joe Root and Dinesh Karthik. What a signing to be able to have Dinesh Karthik over in the Betway SA20.
Yeah, and then Pretoria Capitals. I mean, you look at a couple of players that they've released as well. Some big players in full salt. But bringing in Gurbaz and Smeed, a youngster from the UK who's going to be interesting to watch him play. And then Liam Livingston coming over from MR Cape Town. He'd want to have a better season.
Okay, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Defending champions, Pom, what do we say? Ruler van der Merwe is the standout guy coming back into the competition. And that first season, he was outstanding for the Sunrisers. The big player there on the out section, Daniel Waddle, he started so well for them in the power play and replacing his overs in the power play, setting the tone for the Sunrisers. Who's going to replace him?
Yeah, Frankie, do you remember me? Are you with me? Come on. It's so early and you're already off the bus. This is a look at what's important, which is the purse remaining, Bouch. And as you look at that, what does it say, actually, you know, with how much money is left?
Paul Rules have got a lot of money left. As Ashwell was saying, only one player to get, though. There are a couple of teams within there, like Durban Super Giants, you know, not a lot of money, but having a look at all the sides, you know, I don't know if it's going to be a long auction, but a couple of interesting teams that might have a couple of interesting picks.
From a Sunrisers point of view, one of the lowest purses, but on the contrary, you would say probably one of the most settled teams. So do you want to have a lot of money available, or do you want to have a settled team? I'm sure Russell Domingo and Eddie Burrell saying, we're pretty happy at the moment.
All will be revealed. Don't worry. We'll see how it goes, how they use that money. Let's get outside now, though. Lovely lady Ngobile is out there, and she's got a couple of guests. I'm not so sure about the guest section. There's certainly one of them I'm not sure about. I don't mind the other. Over to you, Ngobile.
Yes, Pommie, we are here. Obviously, I am so excited for the Betway SA20 Season 3. I'm not alone. I am with the boys. I've got Dale Steyn. I've got Chris Morris. We are talking Season 3, boys. How are we feeling?
Pretty good. I'm excited for today. It's obviously a big day for a lot of players around the country, but there'll be a few guys that will be sitting on the edge of their seats just watching the TV very, very carefully. But look, a great occasion today for cricket in South Africa, and just looking forward to getting started.
And you, defending champions coming through, you guys have a big target on your back.
Yeah, I was told it's 100 days today till the first game. I never want to wish my life away. 100 days is a great amount of days, but I am really excited for that first game of the season. And another season, 2 out of 2 so far for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. It would be lovely to make it 3 out of 3.
And boys, when we're talking new players, there's obviously a lot of new ones to look out for. It's happening today. We're going to see who's going to get selected. What are we anticipating?
Well, look, especially for today, I mean, we speak about the Sunrisers. You guys have got some unbelievable players coming in to do the replacement spots for the guys that have left. As a bowling coach coming in now, surely, when you've got a new guy coming in, how do you introduce him to the GSNP? What's the first thing you're going to say to them when they get there in Gqeberha?
I leave the players to do that, really. The players kind of get along. They love their golf down there. St. Francis is not too far away, so there's good food. All these guys, there's some fishing, good wine. You know, the lure is there. And St. George's is one of my favorite places to play cricket. I think half of my job is to tell them about the memories that I've had there, created wonderful games, and get them excited to create their own, you know, and the SA20 is a wonderful opportunity to do exactly that.
Yeah, for me, what would the message be for your guys that have already played for you, have done the double, possible three-peat? What's the message that you'll be giving to the guys this season?
Try and do the same we did in the previous 2 seasons, and then just look for the little bit more, you know, look for a little edge somewhere else that we can to beat other teams. Everybody else is always going to try and better themselves, but if you've got a formula that works and a recipe that works, you try and stick to it. But you always try and improve as much as you can.
Well, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. Well, let's take a look at what the winners or the defending champions fixtures look like for Season 3, the Eastern Cape Sunrisers.
Welcome one and all, wherever you may be. Welcome to Incredible as we look ahead to Season 3 of the Betway SA20. The opening game at 5:30 p.m. on 9 January sees MI Cape Town visiting the back-to-back defending champions, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. St. George's Park is the home of the iconic brass band and the Orange Army, where Markham, Bartman, Stubbs, along with newcomer Zach Crawley and the rest of the superstars in orange will once again look to rise to the occasion. We're excited to welcome back Season 1 Bowler of the Season, Roelof the Bulldog van der Merwe.
The question is going to be, can they do it 3 times in a row? That really is the question to the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. You can't see them, but all of them have shaken their heads and gone, absolutely no chance. The other franchises, because they want to make sure they get in on the action of Betway SA20. Commissioner alongside me, Graham Smith. Graham, how happy are you that we're here, first of all?
Yeah, Pom, amazing. Just under 100 days to Season 3, and if you go back a couple of years, just incredible what we've been able to build in 2 seasons, and very excited with what's to come.
What are you looking forward to, particularly in season number 3?
Well, I guess just building on what we've been able to create. I think the standard of cricket, the fans returning to the game, the excitement inside our stadiums, and an event that's captured the imagination of South Africa and around the world. So obviously we want to build on that. Today is an important part of what's to come in season 3. And the standard of the teams is crucial to the strength of the tournament.
What is it you feel has made the tournament particularly successful? What is it you've done that you feel has done that?
Yeah, I don't think you can build these type of events without the right type of partners. So you have to, the 6 franchises are incredible at what they do. They're equally competitive. They've built some amazing teams over the last 2 years, both local and international talent. And this year is no different, as we see the squads already coming into season 3 pre today's auction, looking very, very strong, and we're very excited.
I wonder if I might be going off script a little bit, but what it is that makes them want to come here, and many as they kind of look around and wonder, oh, hold on, why is he going there? Why isn't he? When you're in competition with others, what do you think makes that happen?
Well, I mean, I think we were quite ambitious up front. We set some big goals for Betway SA20. We wanted to be the biggest league outside India. And I think we're starting to see that with the strengthening of the South African group of players, year on year, you're going from strength to strength, making a World Cup final not so long ago, seeing the standard of the cricket last year improve dramatically, and then being able to attract some of the biggest names in the game. And I think, we're starting to see that already with some of the pre-signings, and some of the names that have been in the auction. So, hopefully it's an event, and what we're starting to see is an event that the best players in the world want to be a part of.
Okay. What's happened just about every season is you've innovated new things, wonderful crowds, of course, and so they'll be expecting more. Is there more?
There's always more, but I think a lot of it is, that's a common question, but a lot of it's about doing everything right. I mean, the feedback we receive from our fans is that they've really loved the experiences in stadium, the opportunity, the entertainment, the cricket, and, the opportunity for every walk of life to come and have a great time with us. And, achieving close to 380,000 people through our gates each season so far is something to be proud of. And, I think it's about doing more of the same and hopefully getting better at the areas you weren't so good at in the past too.
Okay, yeah. Well, all the best with sort of introducing everything. For everybody else, all of you who are watching, let's get a taste of what happens. And I speak to some people who might not have been yet. You heard him there say something for everyone as they come through the gate. So if you haven't been, you want to join the party. If you're already on the bus, well, you're going to have an even bigger party this time around. Here's an explainer for you.
Mzansi's explosive T20 league, the Betway SA20 is back. Franchises are planning their teams ahead of the Season 3 player auction. Let's break it down to see how the process works. The salary cap. Each season, teams are given a salary cap to spend on players. For Season 3, this amount has remained at 39.1 million rand per team. Player slots. Each team has 19 player slots in the final squad. 1 wildcard, 1 rookie player, and the balance of 17 players. What is a rookie? A South African player aged 22 or younger on the day of the auction and is new to the Betway SA20 league. What is a wildcard? This is a local or international player whose fee is excluded from the salary cap. The deadline for wildcard selection is the 30th of December. How do teams free up player slots? 1. Retain a player. 2. Trade a player. 3. Release a player. After the process, teams will have their preliminary squads, and this determines the number of player slots available to fill at the auction. After the auction, squads will be finalized for Season 3. Catch all the auction action live on SuperSport on the 1st of October.
Afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the auction for Season 3. I want to thank Pommie for taking up my entire speech in that interview. And so now we're going to have to dovetail a little bit. But initially, can I just do some welcomes? I know it's been election time at Cricket South Africa, and we would like to welcome both Rian Richards and Mark Boucher from Cricket South Africa Board and Members Council. Welcome to you. and Elias Masalela from MultiChoice, the chair. It's the first time you're joining us at an auction, so welcome. To the rest of the honoured guests, our partners that are so crucial to the growth of Betway SA20, and obviously to our franchises. As I said to you last night, you know how much we value you, the effort you make to be out here at this time of the year with so much happening in your lives. We know this is an important part of Season 3 for you. With over $4 million in prize money, we know how crucial your squads are to the success of Season 3. I mentioned earlier, we set some massive goals at Betway SA20 to be the biggest league outside the IPL, the number one sport and entertainment brand in South Africa. And I think after 2 years, we've certainly established ourselves as one of the biggest events to come to South Africa on an annual basis. For us, our ambitions remain to make sure that we keep delivering at that level. And obviously, cricket is the core of what we do. In-stadium experiences, entertainment, fan experiences are crucial, but the cricket and the standard of the cricket is of key importance to us. And I think what we're starting to see over the last coming months with the pre-signing of both local and international players, that some of the biggest names in our game are coming to Season 3, and that is something that we are extremely excited about, to see the growth and the improvement of those standards year on year. It's often difficult to explain auctions. In Season 1, we had a 9-hour auction where the squads were built from scratch. Going into Season 3, there's an element of pre-signing and retained and released players that will come into the auction. But, people will look at the size of this auction, but there's only 13 players available to be selected and 6 rookies, so 19 slots. But just some stats before it was broken down before today. 580 names entered into the auction for just 13 slots from 21 countries. So amongst the talent that you see already on the pre-signed list, it's starting to show a story of how people want to be a part of this event. My job today really is to wish everyone well, wish our franchise as well, those players watching on TV that I'm sure are sitting anxiously hoping that they get the opportunity to be a part of Season 3. Good luck to the 6 of you. I hope it goes well. And now I'd like to introduce, again, our auctioneer from Season 1, Richard Madley. I know you don't need any introductions, but good luck and take it from here.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Betway SA20 player auction. I am Richard Madley, your auctioneer for the day. My pleasure to be here. As Graham said, 188 names submitted for the auction today, just 13 slots available. So competition will be keen. I know you've all done your homework and you've read the terms and conditions and signed the agreement. So without further ado, it'll be my pleasure to offer the players to you. We'll offer them to you in set order, starting with batters, followed by wicket keepers, all-rounders, fast bowlers and spin bowlers. At the end of those sets, we will then move to the express section, whereby you will select the players that you want to be presented or represented in the second round. And then finally, most importantly, we've got the rookie draft. And so we've got 3 sections in today's sale. I wish you well and good luck to you all. So then, I'd like to invite up the stage to help me then today, picking the players' names, because the names will be chosen at random. I'm inviting up, first of all, Daniela Hugo, and who's representing Curo Durbanville. Daniela is one of the young cricketers participating in the newly launched Schools SA20 League. Welcome, Daniela. And I'm joined by Sinipa. Thank you very much. Sinipa is going to help her as well. So this is the moment when all your preparation comes to fruition. The first player in the Betway SA20 player auction number 3 in the batsman section, the batter section, the first player out of the bag. Would you draw, please, Daniela? The first player is indeed player number 1. Player number 1, that's Tony de Zorzi. Tony de Zorzi is the first player in today's auction. And I'll ask them an opening bid, please. An opening bid, please, of 175,000 to start me. An opening bid, please. The bid to start. The base price of 175,000 rand for Tony de Zorzi at 175. That would be the opening bid. Do I see an opening bid? I'm looking for an opening bid. I see no bids. No bids for Tony de Zorzi. You're quite sure? We'll therefore pass the player. Any players that are unsold in today's auction can be represented in the express line. So it's not the end of the line. If the player doesn't make it first time round, they can be represented, and they'll get a second chance in the express section. So therefore, we move on again then to the next player in today's sale. The next batter. Who have we got there, Daniela? Digging deep. Thank you. Player number 2. They're coming out in order. Player number 2. This is Risa Hendricks. For Risa Hendricks. And there, straight in. MI Cape Town, open the bidding. Thank you. 175 to start. I've got the opening bid. I have the opening bid to start now. 175,000 comes from MI Cape Town. Straight in now. Bid on now if you want him now at 175. I have the opening bid. There it is now. Who's going to go next at 175,000? MI Cape Town it is. One bidder. 200 bid now. Pretoria Capitals come in now. Thank you. I've got 200,000 bid now at 225. At 225, say MI Cape Town now at 225. 225, 250 bid now, 250, 250, 75 I have now at 275, 275, 300 bid now. Here we are at 300, 325 at 325, MI Cape Town now at 320, 50 bid now, 350 Capitals now, 50, 75 at 375 now. Here we are now at 375 against the Capitals. 400 is the bid. I've got 400, 425. 425 I have now. I've got 425 bid now. Risa Hendricks here at 425. 50, say the Capitals. 450, 75, straight back. 500 going on now at 5. Now we're at 550, 550, 550, Cape Town, 550, 550, 600 bid now, 650, MI Cape 700, 700, 750, 750 bid, 800 now at 800, 850, 850, 900, 900, 950, 950, there it is, million bid now. There's a million, 1 million 1, 1 million 1, 1 million 2, 1 million 3, 1 million 4, 1 million 5, 1 million 6, 1 million 7, 1 million 8, 1 million 9, 2 million, Pretoria Capital, 2 million 1, 2 million 2, 2 million 3. Still MI Cape Town at 2 million 300, 2 million 4. The Capitals bid at 2,400,000 rand. 2,000,005, MI Cape Town. 2,006. 2,007. 2,008. Capitals bid 2,009. 3 million rand is bid from Pretoria Capitals. $3 million. $3 million 1. 3 million 2. 3,200,000 rand with Pretoria Capitals. $3 million 2. $3 million 3. MI Cape Town. 3 million 4. Pretoria Capitals, 3,400,000. 3,500,000 is bid. £3,500,000. Risa Hendricks, 3,600,000. So now it's against you, MI Cape Town. Bids with Pretoria Capitals, 3,600,000. 3,700,000 is bid. 3,800,000. 3,900,000. $4 million is bid from Pretoria Capitals. 4,100,000, say MI Cape Town. $4,100,000. This is Risa Hendricks. 4,200,000. 4,300,000. Still, MI Cape Town. Oh, they've gone. Who's gone? Spend your purse. Who can't? Wow, not allowed to bid. Not allowed to bid, look at that. Banned. And after all that spirited bidding. So it's 4.3 with you. Got you? No, I've got you. Therefore you go. So we hold MI Cape Town at 4.3, yeah? That's it then. That's the bid, 4.3 million. MI Cape Town. Pretoria Capitals, banned from the auction. So early on as well. There's the bid. Well, anybody else come in? Then that's the bid, then, at 4,300,000. This is Risa Hendricks, going once, going twice. Fair warning. At 4,300,000. Sold, MI Cape Town. Okay. Oof, how was that? Okay then, Danielle, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Who's our next player? Who is our next batter to come out of the hat? Player number 3. I can't believe this. We're going in order. This is extraordinary. Colin Ingram. Colin Ingram, mature South African batsman. Just had a great season with Glamorgan. Oh, you knew that. Of course you did. 175 bid to start now. MI Cape Town comes straight in at 175. Straight in at 175 now at 175,000, the opening bid. Colin Ingram at 175. I have the opening bid at 175,000. It is an opening bid. It's an opening bid. It could be a closing bid. That's all we need. One bidder. I've got the bid. Yet again, it comes from MI Cape Town. It is at 175,000 rand. Is there any advance, or I'll sell the player? This is Colin Ingram selling at 175,000 rand. MI Cape Town again. Thank you. 175. Well done, Colin. So, Daniela, the next batter coming out of the bag. Guess what? It's number 4, player number 4. This is extraordinary. You must do my lottery numbers for me on Saturday evening. Evan Lewis. Evan Lewis is next up. West Indian batter. And straight in here, I've got to open the bidding. I start the bidding here at 1,500,000. Straight in to start here at 1,500,000. An opening bid no less than 1,500,000 to start me off. To start off the bidding. That's his base price, no lower. It's got to be 1,500,000 to start now. Do I see anybody? Yes or no? Evan Lewis with 1,500,000. I see no bids. You're all quite sure. Well, we'll pass, Evan, and possibly he may be called back later on in the day, along with any other unsold players. And the fifth batter in today's auction, being picked out of the bag now. You're not going to believe this. It's player number 5. In all the time I've been doing this, it's never happened before. Player number 5. Well, of course, it's Temba Bavuma. Temba Bavuma is our fifth batter up. So, what are we going to say there? 175 to start me off. An opening bid, please, of 175,000 for Temba Bavuma at 175. An opening bid of 175,000. This is Temba Bavuma. I'm looking for a bid. I see no bids for Temba Bavuma. I'll ask one last time at 175. Right, we'll leave Temba for the moment. Thank you. He'll go into the box here. And the next one out of the hat. The next batter. Batter number 8. Number 8. It's our first rookie of the day. So, this is Devan Murray. Devan Murray, the first rookie in today's auction. Batter number 8. So, for Devan, haven't even got a photograph of him to look at. Well, this is your day, Devan, I hope. I'll ask 175 to start there. I'm going to ask 175,000. I'm looking for an opening bid for our first rookie of the day at 175. An opening bid is there. Has anybody marked him at 175,000? Do I see that opening bid at 175? Yes or no now? Quite sure at 175. Well, we're going to pass Stephen at this stage. Thank you very much. So the penultimate player, the penultimate batter in the first set in today's Betway SA20 auction. Thank you very much. And it is player number 7. Thank you very much. Player number 7, Zubair Hamza. Zubair Hamza is the next batter up. And the base price there, start me please at 175. Start me at 175,000. 175,000 to start me here. An opening bid. Who'd like to bid me? I'm looking for 175 for that opening bid. Zubair Hamza at 175. I see no bids. You're all quite sure. And if you're quite sure, we'll pass him for the moment. Thank you very much, and possibly come back later on in the auction. So by my reckoning, you've got one batter left, do you think, Daniela? She has. And let's hope the system works, for it should be, and indeed it is. It is player number 6, thank you. It's Marcus Ackerman. Marcus Ackerman is the final batter in today's specialist batter section. And again, I asked for his base price there, 175,000 to start me, 175, an opening bid. Start me off, will you, at 175,000. Do I see a start at 175? Marcus, 175 bid now. If the Joburg Super Kings open the bidding. I've got the opening bid at 175. 175,000 bid on if you want him now. If you want him, I've got a bid from the Joburg Super Kings, an opening bid at 175. Is there any advance on the opening bid? Is that the closing bid? Is it just one bid today for Marcus Ackerman? That's all it takes. It comes from the Joburg 200 bid now. Pretoria Capitals come in at 200. At 200. At 200. 225. 225 bid now. 225 now. Super Kings 225. 250. 50 now at 250. 75. 275. 275. 300 now. Capitals now at 300. 325 bid now at 325. 325, 350 I have now, 350, 75, 375 I've got, 400, at 400 bid now. Here we are at 400,000, 425, at 425, 450, 450 now, against you now, 450. Capitals bid now at 450,000 now. It's against the Joburg Super Kings. 475 is bid now. I've got 475 now. It's 500 bid now. It's 500. Pretoria Capitals bid 500,000 at 500 now against you Super Kings. And 50 would be next. I've got 500 bid here. 550, thank you. I've got 550 now. Super Kings bid 550, 550, 600. Say the Capitals now at 600, 650. Going on. Going on now at 650, 700 now at 700,000. Pretoria Capitals bid 700,000. For Marcus Ackerman now at 700,000. And we'll wait on the Super Kings table now. 700,000. I'll wait, I got it. It's all money, big money. One more, 750, they say 750. 750, 800 straight back now from the Capitals now at 800,000 now. They say 800,000 now on the Capitals tables now at 800,000 against you Super Kings. You're out. You're out at 800,000. You're in at 800,000. Pretoria Capitals bidding for Marcus Ackerman. 800,000. You are out. Out. Thank you. I'll check again. 800,000 it is. The Super Kings are out. And in at 800,000 are the Pretoria Capitals for Marcus Ackerman. One last chance then. I'll sell the player. If you're all quite sure, my hammer's raised at 800,000 rand. This is Marcus Ackerman. The bid from the Pretoria Capitals, and he is sold at 800,000 rand. 800 for the cup. Thank you very much indeed. So that concludes the first set in today's sale. That's the specialist batsman. Thank you very much indeed to my assistants. I'm therefore going to call up two new helpers. I'm going to call on stage now. For the second set, I'd like to welcome Cameron Little, also a young player in the school's SA20 League. Cameron's representing the Tygerberg Hub, one of over 650 participating teams in the school's league. Welcome, Cameron. And he'll be ably assisted by Jean-Marie. Okay then, so this second set, close to my heart, specialist wicket keepers. It was a long time ago, but that was anyway. So, wicket keepers. Here we go then. Who's going to be the first wicket keeper to be presented in the Betway SA20 player auction today? Thank you. It's player number 10. Player number 10. So player number 10 is Rivaldo Munsami. Rivaldo Munsami is the first wicket keeper in today's auction. There he is, and I'm going to ask 175 for him. I'm asking for an opening bid of 175,000 at 175 now. 175,000. Looking for that opening bid. Do I see that bid at 175? Seeing no bids at 175, in which case we'll pass Rivaldo for the time being and pull another keeper out of the bag if you wouldn't mind. Cameron, thank you. Next wicket keeper in set number 2 in today's auction. Thank you. Player number 13. This is Grant Rulofsson. Grant Rulofsson is the next wicket keeper up. And again, I ask for Grant 175. I'm asking 175 for him. That's his base price at 175,000. Is he on your list at 175? Grant Rulofsson at 175,000. Do I see a bid? I'm looking, seeing no bids at 175. We'll pass the player. Leave Grant for the time being. Of course, he could come back later in the auction. That's the opportunity that the teams have to bring players back who've been unsold in the first round. So it's not the end of the day. Don't get despondent if you haven't sold yet. So who's our next player coming out? The third wicketkeeper in set number 2 in today's auction. It's player number 9. Player number 9. This is Ruben Herman. Ruben Herman is the next wicketkeeper up, and 175,000 for him, please. 175 to start me. That opening bid of 175,000. I'm looking for the opening bid. Can I see a bid for Ruben? 175 bid. Thank you. The Pile Royals enter the fray. Welcome now. The Royals open now at 175. At 175,000 bid. I've got an opening bid at 175. Anybody else now at 175? That is the opening bid now. Do I see any advance on that opening bid? Just one bid. It's all it takes at 175,000. It comes from the Pile Royals. This is Ruben Herman selling for an opening bid of 175,000 rand to the Pile Royals. He is sold at 175. Thank you very much. 175 Pile Royals. Well done, Ruben. Next keeper up in this specialist set. Thank you. It's player number 11. Player number 11. It's Slade van Staden. Slade van Staden is the next young wicketkeeper up. He's a rookie again. Second rookie in today's auction. 20 years of age. There he is. So, for Slade van Staden, 175,000, please, to start me off there at 175. That opening bid to start me. Who'll go first at 175? Do you need a keeper at 175,000? I'm looking for an opening bid. Looking for the opening bid of 175,000, but I see no bids. No bids. So no bidding at 175,000. The player is unsold at this moment in the auction. The player is unsold. Thank you. And that takes me on then to the next wicketkeeper, which Cameron's going to draw at random from the velvet bag. Thank you, John Marie. Okay, player number 14. Player number 14 from the West Indies. It's Jewel Andrew. Jewel Andrew is our next wicketkeeper. Just 17 years of age. And there he is, probably the youngest player in the auction. And for Jewel Andrew, would you start me there, please, at 175? Would you start me there, 175,000? That would be the opening bid, the base price, the reserve price of 175,000. Do I see that bid anywhere at 175? Seeing no bids, in which case, for Jewel Andrew, I will say he's unsold. I've got the penultimate player next coming up, thank you, into the unsold, into the wicketkeeper set. It's player number 12, another rookie. Player number 12. So this is Ashwell Prince. Ashwell Prince is the next keeper in this set. Another rookie, 20 years of age. So for Ashwell, let's have a look then. 175, please. 175,000 straight in now to start me off now at 175. An opening bid, will you hear, at 175,000? Is there the opening bid now to start the auction now at 175? I'm looking for that opening bid. I'm seeing no bids, though. No bids at this stage. For this young keeper at 175,000 round, you're quite sure. We'll pass the player. Thank you. And move on to what should be the last wicket-keeper in today's specialist set. By my reckoning, it could be, and indeed it is. It is player number 15 from Ireland. It's Lorcan Tucker. Lorcan Tucker is the next wicket-keeper up for grabs in today's auction, and I've got a base price there, and I start at 425. I start at 425,000 now. Who's going to bid now? Who's going to bid the base price of 425,000 for Lorcan Tucker at 425? Is he on your list as a keeper at 425,000 rand? I've got to look for that as the opening bid. I'm looking for the bid. I'm seeing no bidding at 425, in which case Lorcan Tucker is unsold. Thank you both. We will then move on then The third set in today's Betway SA20 player auction. The all-rounder set. Welcome back, Daniela. We're an old hand at this now, done it before. Welcome, Sinapa. Here we go again. In your bag, you've got 8 all-rounders, the all-rounder section. Let's see where we go with those. How many you pick out the first all-rounder in this particular set? Thank you very much. It's player number 21. It's Andile Mugakane. Andile Mugakane is the first all-rounder in today's auction. And for Andile, would you give me 175,000 to start me there, please? An opening bid of 175. I'm looking for that opening bid of 175,000 rand. For Andile Mugakane at 175,000. Looking for the opening bid. I'm seeing no bids. I shan't dwell. With no bidding at 175, you're quite sure. We'll pass the player for the time being. Thank you. Andile is unsold. So our next all-rounder in our third set in today's auction. Thank you. It's player number 22. That's Dean Forrester. Dean Forrester is the next all-rounder up, and his base price is 175,000 rand. So bid that, please, if you'd like him now at 175. Start me off now, will you, at 175,000? Will you start the bidding at 175? At 175,000. To open up at 175. 175,000. I'm looking. A lot of potential there. A lot of potential, I'm sure. At 175,000, though, Dean remains unsold at this stage. We'll bring up another all-rounder, though, from this particular set. The third all-rounder in set number 3. Thank you. It's player number 17. It's Dwan Jansen. Dwan Jansen is the next all-rounder up. And for Dwan, 175 to start with there, please. 175,000 rand. To start me off now, at 175,000. An opening bid. Is he on your list at 175,000? Dwan Jansen here now at 175. Do I see that bid to start the auction? At 175. No bids at 175, quite sure at 175. Dwan Jansen remains unsold at this stage. You may see him later. Thank you. Next all-rounder, the fourth all-rounder in the set. Thank you. It's player number 23. From Sri Lanka, Kamindu Mendis. Kamindu Mendis is the next all-rounder, first Sri Lankan in the auction today. And for Kamindu, I'm asking 850,000 to start here. Straight in now at 850,000 now. That will be the opening bid, 850,000, no less now. That's his base price now at 850. Looking at 850,000. Is there a bid now at 850? I'm looking. I'm seeing no bids. I'll ask one more time, is there 850,000 in the room? The answer was no, so Kamindu, I'm afraid, are unsold at this stage. I've got another all-rounder, though, coming in this set of 8. Thank you. It's player number 18. This is Vian Lubba. Vian Lubba is the next all-rounder up. And for Vian, I'm asking 175,000 for him. An opening bid here, 175 bid now. Joburg Super Kings open the bidding now. They open at 175. Opening up at 175 now. Who goes on from here? I've got the opening bid here. I have the opening bid now. Do I see any advance at 175,000? I've got the opening bid now. Vian Lubba at 175. At 175,000 it is now, opening up now. That's my opening bid. Is that my closing bid? Just one bid. One bid is all it takes. I've got the bid of 175. It's coming from the Joburg Super Kings. This is Vihan Lover selling at 175,000 rand to the Joburg Super Kings. He is sold at 175. 175. Joburg Super Kings. Very intimate little bidding. Just the two of you today. Well, you lost your friends last night. I'm sure they were in the bar. So, there you are, Super Kings get Vian Lubber. So, next all-rounder, who have we got coming up next then? Still got 3 to go. Player number 19. Player 19 from England, Tom Lammonby. Tom Lammonby is the next player up. And for Tom, I'm asking 425 to start here. I'm asking 425,000. Looking for the opening bid. To start it off now at 425. Who will open the bidding? At 425,000 rand. An opening bid. I'm looking for a bid. I see no bidding. You're quite sure? At 425 then. Alas, if that's the case, Tom Lammonby is not sold. Sorry, Tom. There you go. Into the box. You might come back again, though. You never know. So, who's my next player? Who is it? The penultimate all-rounder. Player number 20. Thank you. This is Matthew Boast. Matthew Boast, South African all-rounder. For Matthew, I'd like to start here, please, at 175. Starting off here at 175. Who'll open up here at 175,000 for Matthew Boast here? An opening bid, please. Looking for that starting price of 175. Anybody in at 175? Quite sure? Is Matthew on your list? Yes or no? At 175,000 rand. The answer was no. So, by my reckoning, there is one all-rounder left in today's Betway SA20 player auction. And it is, the system worked, it is player number 16, thank you. It is Evan Jones. Evan Jones, the last of our all-rounders there. And for Evan, would you start me, please, again at 175? Open the bidding, will you? That base price of 175,000. To open the bidding. Who's in now for Evan Jones at 175? Anybody mark him yes or no at 175? Here's your chance, yes or no now, at 175 bid, Joburg Super Kings, open the bidding. I've got the opening bid. I have the opening bid of 175. At 175 to start now, go to if you want him. I've got the bid of 175,000. I have the opening bid from the Joburg Super Kings. Is there any advance on that opening bid? Well, the opening bid looks like the closing bid. It's all it needs at 175,000. It's for Evan Jones at 175. It's from the Joburg Super Kings at 175. Well, if you're all done at 175, the player is sold for 175,000 and playing for the Joburg Super Kings. Thank you very much indeed, Daniela and Sunipa. So I'd like to call back on stage to help me pick the fast bowlers now, Cameron and Jean-Marie. Old hand now, done it before now, you know how it works, don't you? There we are, that's it. This time it's a bigger set, the biggest set of the day. Here are the fast bowlers. We've got 10 fast bowlers to offer you today, ladies and gentlemen. 10 of them. And the first one will be drawn at random from the velvet bag. Thank you, Cameron. Who have we got first? Well, thank you. Player number 33. 33. That's Matthew Potts. Matthew Potts, England fast bowler. Well, for Matthew, where do I start there? He's got a base price of 425. So that's what I ask. I asked 425 to start off now. I asked for that base price now for Matthew Potts at 425,000. Is he on your list now at 425? That opening bid. That opening bid to get it going now at 425 now for Matthew Potts at 425,000. I see no bids at 425. Matthew Potts is unsold. Second fast bowler in today's auction in set number 4. And it is, thank you, it's player number 25. Player 25, that's Josh Little from Ireland. For Josh Little, and start me there, please. 850 to start me there, please. 850 now to start the bidding now. An opening bid, please, at 850. Who will open the bidding at 850,000 now? To start me off now, at 850. Am I seeing a bid anywhere for Josh Little? I'm seeing no bids for Josh at 850, in which case the player is unsold at 850. Thank you. Next fast bowler, set number 4. Thank you. So it is player number 24. It's Ukalair Solaire. Ukalair Solaire is the next fast bowler up. So for Ukalair, opening there, please, at 175,000. Straight in, say the Sunrisers, Eastern Cape, opening the bidding now at 175. I've got the opening bid now at 175, so you bid on now if you want him. At 175,000 I have now. I've got the opening bid at 175,000 now, straight in from the Sunrisers, Eastern Cape, at 175. Who's going to go on from there? Is there an advance on the opening bid? Is that it? My opening bid of 175. The maiden bid of 175,000. Well, this is it then, being sold. Ukalair Solaire, opening bid of 175 on the base price. Here to be sold to the Sunrisers, Eastern Cape. You're all quite sure, at 175,000. The player is sold at 175. Thank you, Sunrisers, Eastern Cape. 175,000. Thank you. Next player out then. Who have we got then, Cameron, in the fast bowler section? Okay, it's player number 28. Thank you very much. It's Saqib Mahmood. Saqib Mahmood, player number 28, English fast bowler. And here I've got to open the bidding. I'm starting at 1,500,000 here. Opening the bidding here at 1,500,000. Who'll come in here to start now at 1,500,000, no less. The opening bid is 1,500,000. At 1,500,000, is he on your list? This is Saqib Mahmood at 1,500,000. And I'm looking for that opening bid. I'm looking, but seeing no bidding for Saqib Mahmood. If you're sure, at 1,500,000, Saqib is unsold. Possibly to be called back again at a later stage. Thank you very much. So, next player. In the fast bowler section, moving along well here, good pace today. It's player number 32, thank you. It's Lutho Sapamla. Lutho Sapamla is my next player up. He's number 32 with a base price of 175,000 now. Base price here of 175. Who'd like to bid 175,000 to start off here at 175,000 rand now? Lutho Sapamla at 175. Anybody mark him at 175? Is he on your list at 175,000 rand? Alas, no bid. So we'll pass him for the time being. He could still re-enter the auction. Thank you very much. Another fast bowler I'm looking for next, which Cameron will produce at random from the velvet bag. Digging deep there. Thank you. It's player number 27. It's Richard Gleeson. And for Richard Gleeson there, start me please at 1,500,000. Thank you. 1,500,000 bid to start now. Got an opening bid of 1,500,000, 1,600,000. Say the Durban Supergiants welcome at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000 now against the Sunrisers now. 1,700,000, 1,800,000, 1,800,000 bid here. Durban Super Giants at 1,000,008. 1,000,009. 2 million. 2 million bid now at 2 million bid. I've got the bid from the Durban Super Giants now at 2 million rand. And hold. Asked to hold now. Asked to hold now. I've got the bid in front here at 2 million now. From the Sir Durban Super Giants. Welcome to the auction. It's been very quiet so far. Just been waiting, I know. 2,100,000. 2,200,000. 2,000,002 bid now. Durban Super Giants at 2,000,002. 2,200,000. What are you saying on the Sunrisers Eastern Cape? 2,300,000. Thank you, bid now at 2,000,003. Thank you. No, he shakes their head now on the Durban Super Giants table at 2,000,003. So it is your bid, Sunrisers Eastern Cape at 2,300,000. This is Richard Gleeson at 2,000,003. Selling to the Sunrisers Eastern Cape at 2,300,000 rand. I'm going to sell them. My hammer's raised at 2,300,000. Richard Gleeson selling to the Sunrisers Eastern Cape 2,300,000. Sold at 2,300,000. Thank you very much. 2,000,003. SEC. Good. Next player, please, Cameron. Marvellous. Thank you. Player number 31. It's Bieran Hendricks. Bieran Hendricks is the next fast bowler in this set. And for Bieran, give me 175,000 to start there, please. 175 to start here. An opening bid here of 175,000 now. Can we get going at 175? That is the base price. For Bieran Hendricks now at 175. Is there an opening bid at 175? Anybody mark him? Is he on your list at 175,000? The answer was no. Nobody's marked Bieran. So, thank you. He remains unsold today, but we'll move on then. Next quick bowler out of the hat in this, the fourth set in today's auction. Thank you. It's player number 30 from the West Indies. It's Shamar Joseph. Shamar Joseph is the next player in the auction. And for his base price, please, will you give me 425,000? Would you open the bidding, please, at 425? Opening up at 425. That's the starting price now at 425,000 now. Shamar Joseph now at 425. Do I see that opening bid anywhere now at 425,000 now? For this West Indian quick bowler at 425, I'm seeing no bids. Let's pass the player for the time being. Shamar Joseph, thank you. Unsold, thank you. Oh, we should still have a couple of quick bowlers in Cameron's velvet bag there. Coming out now. It is indeed player number 29. Another West Indian bowler here. This is Matthew Ford. So for Matthew Ford here, and start straight in there, please. 850 to start me. 850,000 rand to start the bidding, please, for Matthew Ford now at 850. An opening bid, please, at 850. Do you see that opening bid at 850? I don't see it from here. At 850, I'll look and ask one more time. At 850, is there the opening bid for Matthew Ford? The answer was no bid for Matthew, who remains unsold, which should take us then to the final quick bowler in today's SA20 player auction. A rookie, I think, by my reckoning. It is indeed player number 26. It is Tristan Luce. Tristan Luce is a rookie quick bowler. So for Tristan, haven't got a photograph of him. Oh, yes, we have. There he is. Handsome fellow there, Tristan. Here's your day, your big day, I hope. 19 years of age, 175,000 to start me off. Who's going to bid 175 to start the bidding here? An opening bid. An opening bid. Is there an opening bid at 175 to start the bidding? Do I see that opening bid? for Tristan Luce. Anybody mark him at 175? Well, I shan't dwell then at 175,000. No one's marked him at 175. Sorry, Tristan, you didn't make it in the live auction. However, we could see you later on in the rookie draft. Thank you very much indeed. So, by my reckoning, that concludes the fourth set, the fast bowler set. So we're going to move on then. Thank you very much, and to both to Cameron and to Jean-Marie. I then call back on stage for the fifth set in today's Betway SA20 player auction. The fifth set, welcome back. Old hands now, Daniela and Sinipa. This is spin bowlers. This is spin bowlers, the last of the specialist sets in today's auction. And who is our first player today in this particular set? There are 7 spin bowlers in today's set here. It's player number 38, thank you. 38 from England. This is Matthew Parkinson. And for Matthew Parkinson, please, I'd like an opening bid. I'd like to start the bidding for player number 38 at 175,000 now. Starting off here at 175. For Matt Parkinson now at 175 to start the bidding here. Have I seen a bid now at 175? Is he on your list? Is he on your list at 175,000? I'll look and ask one more time at 175,000. No bidding, I'm afraid, for Matthew Parkinson. Unsold at this stage. Moving along then. Moving along, next spin bowler. Coming out in this set of 7 players. Thank you. It is player number 4. It's Dane Peat. Dane Peat is the next spinner. South African spinner, and for Dane, please, 175, straight in, MI Cape Town, open the bidding. They open at 175. I have an opening bid here of 175,000, bid on now if you want it. I've got the opening bid at 175,000, straight in from MI Cape Town. Is there any advance? Any advance on that opening bid? Any advance of 175? Well, the player's here to be sold. He's being sold for that one bid only. That's all I need. A single bid. The opening bid is the closing bid. It is 175,000 rand. It is from MI Cape Town. And this is Dane Peat selling at 175,000 rand. Sold to MI Cape Town, 175,000. Moving on then. Next spinner out the bag. Who's it going to be then? Thank you. It is player number 36. It's Sir Semeto. Sir Semeto is the next spinner out of the bag. Player number 36, and his base price is 175,000. Would you bid for him here at 175? Will you bid me 175,000 now for Sir Semeto? At 175,000. Is he on your list at 175? I'm looking for the opening bid. Looking, not seeing at 175,000. Well, this is Sir Semeto at 175, and I have no bids. So the player remains unsold at this stage and goes into the little box below me in the rostrum. So, who's my next player? Who's my next spinner? Not many players left now. Thank you. It's player number 35 from Afghanistan. Welcome, our first Afghani player. This is Israel Naveed. Israel Naveed is the first Afghani player in today's auction. 20 years of age. So, what do we say? 425 I need to start here. An opening bid of 425. Start me off, will you, here at 425,000. That's the base price at 425. At 425,000, I'm asking now for Israel Naveed. At 425, anybody mark him now at 425. He's not on your list. If you're not going to bid for him at 425, the player remains unsold at 425,000. Thank you. And we move on then to one of our final spinners in today's session. Player number 37 from England. It is Danny Briggs. And for Danny Briggs, I've got to ask there, 850 to start me there. 850 will start the bidding here now. For Danny Briggs here at 850,000 now. an opening bid. Will you bid me 850 to start the bidding at 850,000 rand? Danny Briggs now at 850. Any bid at 850. I'm seeing no bids. So at 850, sorry, Danny, you didn't make it. But you never know. Players can be called back and represented, and often second time round they'll find a buyer. So the penultimate spinner in today's Betway SA20 auction is player number 39. Thank you. This is Imran Manak. Imran Manak is our penultimate spinner. And for Imran, would you bid me 32? Bid me 175, please. 175. Base price here at 175 now. To start the bidding here at 175,000 rand for Imran Manak now. An opening bid. Is there a bid of 175? I'm looking for a bid. I'm seeing no bidding. Imran is therefore unsold, which therefore takes me through to, I think, the fine one left, you think? We agree on that, Daniela. Well done. We got that bit right there, we did. We got a lot of it right. Thank you, both of you. So, player number 34. This is Junaid Dawood. Junaid Dawood is the South African spinner, the last spinner coming out of this particular section. And in fact, the last player in the specialist sets all together. So, I'm going to ask 175,000 for him. I'm asking 175. I'm asking 175,000 to start. Is there the opening bid for Junaid Dawood at 175,000? I'm seeing no bids. So the player remains unsold. Thank you very much indeed. So that completes the 5 specialist sets. Now it is the time to move to the express section of the Betway SA20 player auction, whereby you, the teams, will submit to me a list of those players who you would like to see presented in the auction today. They can be any of the players in the list of 188 that you've been looking at for the last few days. They can be unsold players from today's sale, or they can be players who haven't been presented yet. How many, Stephen? How many are we going to? 5? Up to 5. If up to 5 works for you, you pick a list of up to 5. Submit the list. We'll take a short break, and then we come back. We'll move into the accelerated express section of the Betway SA20 player auction. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Off they go. Bouch is here. Maury's here as well. Chris, I'll start with you. As you sat there and you watched them all go through it, were there any surprises for you?
Yeah, look, I think straight up you probably look at Ackerman. He's Marcus Ackerman. You probably wouldn't be a name that people would recognise or know. He's done quite well in the domestic circuit, but I think that's a good buy for the Pretoria Capitals. He knows the high fault quite well, so he's a left-hander, nuggety left-hander, knocks it around. So I think he would probably have been the surprise for me so far. But look, I think what stands out for me is probably the buy of Reza Hendricks to my Cape Town. You've quite a lot of competition up at the top of the order there, so it's be interesting to see how they go throughout the season in picking their top orders.
Effectively, it's a reunion for all of them, the Highveld players who are at MI Cape Town, isn't it? And all the top order of the Highveld domestically, as it were.
Yeah, look, they know each other, so why not get them all down to MI Cape Town as well? It's quite interesting that, so Reza was getting bid on by Pretoria Capitals as well, so they obviously wanted to go for him. So I think that because they didn't get him, they probably turned to an Ackerman as a backup player, which is what you do.
What do you think of that MI Cape Town squad as you look at it?
Well, I think it's a great squad. They've always had the potential in the last 2 seasons to go all the way, and they just haven't put it together. But look, you've got the experience of Reza's coming in international play, did well in the World Cup for us, and now you've got it. And I've with Dane Pitt, a local boy, and Colin Ingram. So you've got some experience coming into that squad, and you almost feel that there's one little bit of connection that needs to be made between everybody to get that momentum going in the tournament. And if you look at that, it's a very, very good squad, and it's got a lot of potential.
It's a bolstering, really. Rashid Khan comes back. Remember, he was injured, went for that operation, and now he'll be back. I suppose he comes back as captain again.
I'd like to think so. He's a good captain, very experienced as well. But for me as well, just like the last pick that MI had there as well as Dane Pitt. MI like to do that, cover all their bases, have an off spinner. They like the left-hand, right-hand combination, so that's probably why they went for him as well.
Yeah, it's always a question, I guess, Maury. What do they need? What do they want? And that's kind of difficult to ascertain. As we look, we kind of think that, but also as they look, sometimes there'll be blind spots, won't they?
Absolutely, and I think Bart hit the nail on the head in terms of covering all their bases. It's one thing picking your 11, but when you pick in a full squad, you've got to actually look at what on different surfaces. We saw some of the pitches turn last year, so a guy like Dane Pitt will come in with his experience, but he would probably be a backup to another spinner. So the dynamic of a squad is unbelievable, the way they've done it. And like I say, we mentioned Mike Cape Town. They've got a good squad. They just need a gel.
Champions, here they are. You happy with them?
Yeah, look, I like the look of the squad as well. There's some clever heads behind the selection of the two bowlers that they basically got in their squad as well. Tsele, we know what he can do. Got some skiddy bowling to him, which would probably do very well at St George's Park. And Gleeson as well. I think he's been one bowler who's shown some good signs in South African conditions. There's a bit of experience there as well. So these Adi Burrell, he knows what he's doing. He selects wisely, and this team, although it might not look that great on paper, these are a good bunch of cricketers who will fight till the end, and that's what Eastern Cape is all about.
Yeah, and the way I look at the Eastern Cape side is that they got Gleeson to replace Worrell. I know you've obviously got Overton who missed out last year. He's in there, but Worrell did so well with swinging the ball away for that Eastern Cape side. So the Sunrisers, again, a shrewd bit of a selection.
Yeah, 3.78 million. As we kind of go through these squads, actually, you look bottom right to see what they have left. But also importantly, a couple of players that they need. They wanted Reza, didn't they? And they didn't get him. Now they have to go to Plan B.
Yeah, they ran their purse down, didn't they? So they obviously did want to get Reza. It was quite awkward in the auction where they actually just said this.
When they told you can't bid anymore.
You got no more money left. And then as you see, they picked up Marcus Ackerman, which I think was probably a backup to what they had decided after Reza if they didn't get him. But yeah, they've still got, what is it, 2 picks? So interesting to see what they're going to go with.
What are you thinking there, Durban Super Giants?
Well, look, they've got a few picks left that they can also make. They were after Gleeson, so it tells me they're after another fast bowler. Yeah. So, look, I think it's a solid squad. They were in the final last year. They were a bunch of scrappers, if you want to call them that. They were really good, but look, I think whatever they go for next, as we mentioned, they will have to be a fast bowler and one more to cover their bases after that.
Yeah, Kane Williamson, Brandon King, couple of captains, good additions already, I guess. Then Joburg Super Kings, 3.58 still left. Yeah, important.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a bit of cash in the bank. They went for 2 all-rounders in Libba. Some good local knowledge there as well. I think Albie was probably behind that. Libba's, he's a good cricketer. Bit of off-spin, good hitting left-hander as well. And Evan Jones, I mean, we saw him come into last year's edition, and he actually performed really well. I'm surprised 175 was the amount that he went for there.
Yeah, he'd probably be the steal for me. I mean, he played that innings a couple of nights ago where he got 80 off in no time in a losing cause.
Yeah,
but
where they were being thumped.
Well, naturally. Sky Blue, I won't make a scene. But no, look, he says that's a steal because he has got the potential to win your game from nowhere. He bats, he bowls, and he fields really well. So just a good signing in general, and he's a local boy there. So it's a good signing from the Super Kings.
Yeah, still business to do for some. Others completed, no trouble. They're quite happy sitting, watching everybody else go about their stuff.